Hello, people of the interweb, people who are new to my channel, people who don't know who I am. My name is Christopher Lopez. I am doing a lot of hand gestures right now, but this video will not be about hand gestures, so I don't know why I'm doing them. So today I'm gonna be talking about what I probably talked about within either my last video or the one before this one. I don't know which one I'm gonna upload first, but this movie is gonna be about Crazy Rich Asians, the movie. And so, unlike my last video, I'm probably not gonna be talking about, you know, um, the book and comparing it to the book, and I'm probably not going to be as critical either, just because the book was like 500 and something pages, and this movie was only 2 hours long. So I'm really just going to be talking about what this movie made me feel and how ultimately it impacted me, and what I think the impact was for anyone else that watched this movie. And I can't really speak for them, but I'm gonna, make some hypotheses and all of that jazz. So I'm gonna be talking about that. So immediately, I kind of just want to get into what I thought about the plot. I really liked it. This plot, aside from it being about Asian representation, and if you look at it through without that perspective, the plot is still amazing. The storyline is great. I loved it. It was impactful. It was heartbreaking. It was drama, suspense. It was a feel-good movie as well. I don't even know if all of that can be mashed together, but all of the writers and everything did that. And speaking about the writers, now I'm going to be talking about the representation, because this was an all-Asian cast, and the writer of the book, Kevin Kwan, is also obviously Asian, and the directors were all Asian. So this movie was so great for representation within the film industry, and then for people who, the regular everyday audience, who wanted to just see the film and see a great movie. So this movie was amazing and great for that. So how this movie made me feel was just, it made me feel validated and represented in a way that I don't think I have been before. Because yeah, you may see Asians on TV, but the way that they're presented is either as the token sidekick, the little nerd who everyone cheats off of, or the token funny person, but it never really gives them these great, amazing, full-dimensional roles unless they are unless they've been in the film industry for a long time, and even then it's really hard for them to get those types of roles. And this movie ultimately gave those types of roles and showed what Asians can do in the film industry. And being on the receiving end of that and seeing that representation was ultimately impactful, because personally, I've stopped watching TV because it doesn't interest me anymore. I'd rather go find a TV show online that ultimately has the representation that I'm craving and that I need. So this movie was great for some people who haven't seen the full representation of themselves, whether it be because they live in a small town in the middle of no man's land, where the only really people that they know who are their same ethnic or racial group is their immediate family and maybe a few friends. But other than that, they're surrounded by people who look or act nothing like them, and their culture is completely different. So I think that this movie was great for that, and I ultimately felt validated, and it felt amazing and great. And there are critics that are saying that, and I agree with these critics in this sense, just because they do have a valid point, that this movie was more geared towards representation for a certain Asian group, not really all Asians, because it didn't really show South Asians, which I think this movie will serve as a stepping stone to get there, because this movie is kind of like a gateway towards hopefully more amazing films just like this one with a Asian cast. So with that being said, this movie is not a political type of thing, but it served to challenge stereotypes that Asian people face, and that may be that Asian people are exotic, mythical type stuff, or they're shy, or they're only intelligent, or they're only funny, or all of that stuff. Within the characters in this film, it served to challenge those stereotypes in subtle ways that if you're not really looking for, you might miss, but um, it helps with that. It was really nice, and I really enjoyed this film, and that was one of the reasons why. I know when I watched it, I already knew what was gonna happen because I had read the book, but my siblings, they hadn't read the book, so they didn't know anything that was going on, and my sister started crying, and I'm not sure if it was because of the plot, or because of the representation, but the emotional impact was there. And then in the movie theater alone, nearly half of the um, movie theater was Asian, so it showed that this movie served to bring people out of their houses and was ultimately really impactful. And even then, the crazy thing is that half of the movie theater wasn't Asian, and half of the movie theater just wanted to see what was going to happen, and they wanted to see what the hype was about this movie. And I think it fulfilled whatever you were looking for, because the plot was great, the representation was there, and this movie, it was amazing. I loved it. The ending was great. So that's the end of this little movie review type thing. If you enjoyed this movie review and the movie, if you enjoyed this review, go see the movie if you haven't seen it already. If you enjoyed this movie review, go smash that like button. If you just enjoy me all around, because who wouldn't enjoy this? If you enjoy me, please smash that subscribe button and stay tuned for my upcoming uploads and videos. I post videos every once in a while. I've kind of been posting not as recently lately just because I've been busy with other stuff, aside from the internet. But I will be back soon, probably. And if you liked this video and me, like, subscribe, all of that. And bye.